Alright guys, hopefully everyone is back from lunch now. About 15 minutes till 2 p.m. so things should start heating up a little bit and we can start looking for some more serious moves in the market. For those of you who are wondering about why not to trade at lunch, I mean, here's a great example. Every breakout gets stuffed, every breakdown attempt bounces. It's a total waste of time, waste of energy. We're going to wait for URBN to give us a signal out of this range most likely, so there's a chance that if it holds 90 and then pops 2, I bet you it could give you a 10 to 20 cent trade. I really do think it would be a fine idea for a long if you bought it through 20 on the break with a stop at 90. But it's just not a trade that I take. So that's up to you. But I'm going to wait and see what happens, because if it tests 20 again and it rejects it, I'll be looking to short probably through 90 with a starter and then see if we can continue this downtrend. And that short idea would only really be valid to me if we take one more try at 20s and reject it. So I want to see the higher low first. Even if it breaks through right now, it's fine. I still don't want to short it yet. I want it to kind of like test down there. Try to break 20. Even if it does, if it rejects it, then weakens, then I'll look for that short through 90 to start with a stop just over the last peak near 20. So we're just going to wait for that chart to shape up, and if I see a trigger on it, I will, as usual, let you guys know. Like I said, I mean, if this breaks 2020, it's likely going to have a nice little pop. But last time we saw there was a hidden seller there. And for me, just given the fact that it's under VWAP and everything, I'll let these chasers go for their 10-cent push or whatever. There it is. And if this rejects, I'm going to be looking to play out the exact plan that I mentioned earlier, which is if this kind of pops over 20, rejects, puts a lower high, then I'm looking to short through 1990. But in the meantime, just kind of let it push. And if you took the long, that's fine. That's up to you. Like I said, I liked it if it had a higher low at 1990. You can play it for the 20 break, try to grab a 10-cent scalp or whatever, maybe 20 if you're lucky. But ultimately, my trade is going to be through 1990 for a short if we reject up here. Okay guys, preparing some orders here to get ready for a possible short. I still think it might need to bounce a little bit off that 90 and put a lower high, so I wouldn't just rush into it on this candle, but expect that we'll see a bit of a bounce and a lower high first. This is the second stage that we were looking for in this setup, where we're looking for the bounce. We're looking for a higher low here to come in, and then we want to see a rejection in 20, and then we want to short through 1990 the next time around. And this is where kind of you can imply the lesson I gave yesterday about sometimes, if I'm feeling really good about it, I might actually just go ahead and start shorting into the push here, anticipating that it's going to break, and that's entirely up to you. But of course, you have to accept that there could definitely be a stop out on that if you're wrong, because it's not really confirmed until we break 90, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to just keep a close eye here. If it puts a lower high, I like it, and we'll be looking to get short. So again, the confirmation is really going to be on the 90 break. So if we see a lower high here and it looks like it's going to break back through 90, I'll be looking to short somewhere in this area. Okay, so far it's I like that lower high at 20. Just want to make sure we don't see a higher low at 95. I'll let you guys know the moment I enter this trade. Okay, I started short, guys. I'm a little early, but I'm not going to add until we break 90. If we break 90, I'm going to like this for continuation, so I'm looking to add a few on the 90 break if it starts to break down. Really no need to be in for size here. You shouldn't be risking too much, and you should be comfortable 100% at ease with the risk off of 06, we'll say. Okay, here we go. See if we can get this going through pretty much perfect as planned. And the stop is going to be 10 cents, 20.03. But anyways, I'm going to look to cover a quarter at 78. Yeah, filled, guys. 78, 1 quarter out. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to look for one more cover in the low 70s. I'm going to try for something at 68. Filled at 68, guys. Down to half size. I'm going to try for something at 58, and I got filled. So I'm covered like 3/4 of the position by now. So the rest of it, guys, we just put a stop at break even, and we just let that ride. Kick your feet up, enjoy the trade. All right, so plan is the same, guys. For me, it's going to be a stop out on an 85 break from here for a small gain on the last of my shares. Alrighty, guys, that is the trade for me. Stopped it out over 85 as planned. Overall, super nice trade.